Alien carp leap onto the scene. Vertical line. Science news for kids. SSP Network. SSP Network. Utilities. SNK Blast. Sign up. Privacy policy. Contact us. Science news for kids. Publication of the Society for Science and the Public. About SNK, who we are. Our sponsors. SSP News and Events. Compete Broadcom Masters. Indle ISEF. Indle STS. Miss NK. For educators. For parents. For kids. Skip to main content. Explore. Atoms and forces. Earth and sky. Humans and health. Life. Tech and math. Extra. Search for. Life. Animals. Alien carp leap onto the scene. Invasive fish break Euros trademark S bones and threaten native species. My road there to Quad /September 11, 2013. My road there to Quad /September 11, 2013. Silver carp jump out of the water when startled by a Euros trademark S motor. These invasive species can break the arms, jaws and noses of boaters. Credit, Asian Carp Regional Coordinating Committee. Last summer, Allison Coulter got a big surprise as she piloted the boat along the Wabash River in Indiana. Coulter is a scientist at Purdue University in West Lafayette who studies fish called Asian carp. She was trolling the river to track the movements of these non-native fish. Here, the river teemed with the invasive carp. Startled by her Euros trademark S motor, a 60 cm 24-inch carp leaped out of the river. The fish cleared the edge of the boat and whacked her right in the thigh. Coulter got off easy. She sustained only 7 cm bruise. In some cases, jumping Asian carp have broken the Euros trademark S nose, jaw or arm. These fish have even knocked some people unconscious. The carp pose other dangers too. People have been introducing these fish, originally from Asia, into many new countries, including the United States. Once the carp reaches a new river or lake, the species multiplies quickly. These invaders also gobble a lot of food. Scientists worry that might threaten biodiversity, or the number of species living in a region. Many of the species left to start might be native fish. If that happens, people who earn their living by angling for native fish might have trouble. To better understand the threat, scientists need to learn more about Asian carp. Some researchers are investigating how far these invaders have spread. Another team is studying where the carp can reproduce. And still others are probing ways to block the fish from colonizing new rivers and lakes. People will need to act fast to stop the carp from continuing to spread. Euros once they get into an area, Euros trademark is very difficult if not impossible to remove them. Euros says Corey Susky. Euros and then Euros trademark restuck with them. Euros explains this biologist at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Big eaters. Asian carp refers to several species. Two of them, the so-called bighead and silver carp, probably pose the biggest threats in American waters. Silver carp typically weigh up to 9 kilograms 20 pounds and bighead carp weigh twice that much, although some bigheads have tipped the scales at a whopping 45 kilograms. A female can lay up to 2 million eggs each year. Allison Coulter has studied where Asian carp can reproduce. Here, Euros trademark is holding the silver carp. Credit, Gun. Bighead and silver carp are ravenous eaters. They swim with their mouths open, devouring algae, tiny aquatic animals called zooplankton and the eggs of other fish. Euros they eat just about anything. Euros says Christopher Jerry. Euros if eat Euros trademark is small and floating in the water. They Euros trademark eat it. Euros explains this biologist at the University of Notre Dame in South Bend. In the 1970s, people thought such voracious eating habits might come in handy. Perhaps the bighead and silver carp would remove excess algae from ponds on fish farms. So people brought the carp from Asia and released them into fish farms in the southern United States. But the fish escaped. The Asian carp spread northward into the Mississippi River basin. This huge network of rivers and streams drains about 40% of the lower 48 U.S. states. The fish began eating the lot of the small organisms in the water. Meanwhile, native fish that also eat those organisms started to lose weight. In short order, the numbers of Asian carp exploded. In some areas, these non-native species became the most common fish.